Hi everyone, just a quick pop-in from future Willow Rose with new hair. You should let me know down below if you like it or if you think it's too yellow and I should tone it more. But I just wanted to drop in and apologize for not posting on Thursday. As you know, I usually do, but if you don't follow me on Twitter, I got some bad news about my great-grandmother, and so I just totally forgot what day it was on Thursday, and then I had traveled all the way back home for to see her, and which is why I posted on Friday. However, it wasn't, or on my blog I posted, and but it wasn't from the tarot series. I just used something that I was planning on posting on the following Wednesday, just so you guys had some content to view. But yeah, it's just been a really crazy weekend, and sorry for not posting. But yeah, let's get back to present day Willow Rose. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Willow Rose Moon Dancer, and I make videos here on YouTube about Wicca, and I also have a blog called wiccansaren'twicked.com. Today we are going to be talking about the last main type of starseed. The last two videos we've talked about the indigo child, and we've also talked about the crystal child. And today we will be talking about the rainbow child. If you have been following this series, you will know firstly what a starseed is. If you have not checked out that video, I will leave a little thingy for you to press somewhere in these two spots. And then when talking about the indigo child and the crystal child, I used examples about how my brother is an indigo child, and I used examples about how I am a crystal child. And today, as we talk about the rainbow child, I will be using examples of my sister, as I believe that she is a rainbow child. So, first we need to talk about what makes a rainbow child and not a crystal or an indigo. So, the rainbow children are here to help heal the earth and bring back balance between earth and humans. They have really high vibrations, and these high vibrations kind of create like a web, or like almost kind of like a sacred circle, I guess, but around the earth. And it surrounds the earth. Yeah. They are considered to be light workers. Indigos and crystals, they have to actually do certain actions to achieve their purpose and meet their goals for being here on Earth. However, rainbow children just simply have to be here to do their work. Just being here on Earth with their high vibrations is more than enough. So, today I have once again 11 signs on what makes you a rainbow child. So, number 1, they are usually born to a crystal parent. So, if you are a rainbow child, or if you think that your child is a rainbow child or something like that, it is very often that their parent is a crystal child. However, our situation is a little bit different, which I explained in the last video, which was about crystal children. But to quickly summarize, I believe that my brother and I were born to my father for a reason, and my sister was born from a different man, from our stepfather. And the reason why that my brother and I were put into the family that we were in was because my dad was an angel incarnate. And so my sister does not have a crystal parent. However, I am 7 years older than my sister, and I took a very big parental role in raising her. So I believe that I make an okay substitute for the crystal parent in our situation. Sign number 2. They are usually born into stable homes. So once again, this ties into my siblings and I's whole story. My brother and I were born into a very dysfunctional household because my parents were on the brink of divorce for the first 3 years of my life, the first year or two of my brother's life, and they did end up divorcing. Something interesting that I have discovered is that indigos are often born into dysfunctional households, which would be why my brother was born as my full brother and not my half brother like my sister. And then my parents split, and my mother found a new man who she has been with for ever since, creating a very stable home environment for my rainbow child sister. Sign number 3. They are usually psychic, or at the very least very intuitive. My sister has told me on many occasions that she will have dreams that actually come true, and I think that is how her psychic or intuitive abilities manifest themselves in her. Sign number 4. They are often hyperactive or have high energy. My sister is super high energy. She's always running around the house, moving, skipping, being silly, and just ridiculous. It's amazing. As a crystal child, her very energetic personality can be somewhat overwhelming after a while, just because we are so introverted. She actually channels her energy a lot of the time, though, through her sports. So she's always been in a sport. So she's either been dancing or swimming. She did kickboxing, and currently she's really invested in basketball and has been for a number of years. So sign number 5. They are passionate, creative, and enthusiastic. My sister is a brilliant artist. She's only 13, turning 14 this summer, and she is already so beyond what I would have ever expected of her, and she's just getting better and better as the years go by. As a child, she really loved to sing. I think she still enjoys singing, but doesn't take it as seriously as she did when she was a kid. And when she finds something she's interested, much like myself actually, she becomes very passionate and enthusiastic about it. So she goes through phases of where she's really interested in things. So I know a couple years ago she went through a phase where she was really into oracle and tarot cards. And even before then she was super into astrology. And just recently she went through a crystal phase. I'm unsure if she's still going through that phase. And these are things that she's never become uninterested in these things. It's just over time she finds the next new awesome thing, and she focuses more on that than what she was before. So sign number 6. You'll never feel judged by a rainbow child. My sister is one of the most open-minded and kindest people I've ever had the fortune of meeting. You can tell her pretty much anything, and she has never judged me for anything that I've told her or made me feel dumb or silly or anything like that. She just embraces anything you tell her, and she's just genuinely happy that you're happy. Sign number 7. They are not typically competitive. This is one thing that does not ring true for my sister. As I've said before, we're all individuals, so we're not going to match up with every single sign that is given. However, it is good to note that when I say she is competitive, she is not motivated by her ego. She's not trying to beat everybody and that kind of thing. Like she's not competitive in like a malicious way. When she's competitive, she's being competitive to better herself. A lot of the time, for example, my mom and my sister and I, we have Fitbits, and for a long time, she would be competitive with us on who could get the most steps in any given day to help motivate her to be more healthy and more active. Sign number 8, they are strong-willed. So this kind of ties into how my sister works with her competitiveness. She knows what she wants and needs, and she will do anything to get it. So my sister is super into basketball, and she has been for quite a few years now, probably 5 years or more. She's been really into basketball, and she will go through a year of her basketball, and she will see where her strengths are and where her weaknesses are, and she will make sure that she does everything that she can to better herself and get herself further. And I attribute that to her strong will, and the good use of her competitiveness that she has. Sign number 9. They are born around the 2000s. My sister is 7 years younger than me, so she is born in 2005. So that sign rings true for her. Sign number 10. They recover quickly from negative emotions. I have rarely seen my sister in a bad mood, and the only time I have is when our lovely brother has decided to be really annoying and kind of rile her up. And that's the only time that I really ever recall seeing her upset or grumpy. Whenever I've talked to her, she's pretty much always in a happy mood, and if not happy, she's at the very least neutral. So they're just really good people to keep around. And lastly, we have sign 11. They typically have balanced male and female energies. So I don't feel like I can touch on this one so much for my sister, as I feel like that's something that you feel personally within, and I can't be the one to make assumptions. That would be wrong of me. However, this balance in male and female energies is thought to be why there are more and more gender neutral people coming up in the younger generation. And for what I can say about my sister, I do know that she's always seemed pretty balanced in interest when it came to girly things and tomboy things, if you will. So growing up, she was always into wearing really pretty dresses and doing her hair nice, but at the same time, she would be looking beautiful and super girly and also be playing in the mud. So that kind of gives you an idea of her balance. But yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for checking it out. As I said, this is the end of talking about the 3 starseed types. However, I have been doing more research into the various different races of extraterrestrials, so where your soul, the planets and the communities that your soul could be originated from if you are a starseed. If you would be interested in having more videos about that, so learning about the different races, learning about what traits they have and what you might and how you might know if you originate from one of them, if you are a starseed, you should let me know down below in the comments and I can make those videos. I will probably be making some blog posts about them over the next little bit as well, so if you prefer reading over watching videos, they will be there too. But yeah, make sure you check out my blog, wickensartwicked.com, because I make 2 posts a week, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. And make sure you subscribe to me here because I make videos every Monday and every Thursday. And until next time, blessed be.